Imagine this. You're standing in front of a woman who looks like she belongs to another world. She's confident, dangerously beautiful, and so used to men chasing her that your presence should mean nothing. But it doesn't. Because when she looks at you, it's not with boredom. It's with curiosity. You're not begging for her time. You're not trying to prove your worth. You're calm, collected, unshaken. And that rattles her more than any pickup line ever could. Here's the truth. Every woman, no matter how independent, how untouchable she seems, has hidden psychological weak spots. Emotional gaps that most men never see, let alone understand. But if you tap into those invisible spaces, everything changes. You stop chasing. You start pulling. She leans in. She wonders why she can't stop thinking about you. This isn't manipulation. This is mastery. Because real attraction doesn't come from looks or lines. It comes from presence, from power, from understanding the game being played beneath the surface, and refusing to play by her rules. Most men try to impress her. You make her feel seen without even trying. And that is exactly what makes her want you emotionally. Most men appeal only to the surface. They try to impress with words, money, or looks. But the men who truly command a woman's attention, they tap into the forces she can't resist. Before we move on, don't miss your free copy of the ebook. It's waiting for you in the description or the pinned comment below. Normally it sells for $37, but because you're here now, you'll get it 100% free. You'll be amazed by what's inside. Now, let's get into the first hidden weakness that gives you an unfair advantage over 99% of men. Weakness 1. The craving for emotional escapism. Most men assume that women are logical when it comes to love, that they choose partners based on stability, looks, or even status. But the truth is, women fall for the experience a man gives them, not just the man himself. Women crave a man who can pull them into a different emotional reality. Why do you think they fantasize about bad boys, mysterious strangers, or forbidden love stories? It's not because they want trouble. It's because they're addicted to the way it makes them feel. She's craving something unpredictable, something that pulls her out of the routine of her everyday life. And this is exactly where most guys fail. They're too predictable. They text her the same way every day. They agree with everything she says. They make her feel safe but not alive. That's why so many men end up in the friend zone. They offer comfort, not chemistry. They provide companionship, but never spark that deep emotional pull that makes a woman see them as something more. So, how do you use this to your advantage? You create emotional contrast. Women don't fall for the guy who's just nice. They fall for the man who makes them feel something real. Start by introducing unpredictability into your interactions. Don't always be available. Challenge her opinions instead of agreeing just to impress. Tell stories that transport her into another world. One filled with feeling, risk, mystery. The goal is not to be another safe, predictable option. The moment a woman starts to see you as an experience, not just a man, is the moment she becomes hooked. And speaking of hooks, let's move on to another weakness most women will never admit weakness to: the unspoken addiction to strong boundaries. There's a reason the men women chase the hardest are never the ones who chase first. It's because women aren't wired to respect men who give themselves away too easily. Most guys think being agreeable, always available, and constantly accommodating will make a woman like them more. But in reality, it does the opposite. It makes her take you for granted. Women are naturally drawn to men who set the tone in the relationship. They want a man who isn't afraid to say no. A man who values his time, his mission, and most of all, his self-respect. That kind of man is rare. Think about it. A woman will never admit she wants a challenge, but just look at who she chooses to spend time with. It's never the guy who's always available. It's the one who makes her work for his attention. Here's the secret. Women test men all the time, whether they realize it or not. They'll cancel plans just to see if you'll chase. They'll push your buttons to see if you'll crack. They'll try to dominate the conversation just to see if you'll back down. But the moment she realizes that you stand firm in your values, that you won't bend just to please her, everything changes. She stops testing and starts respecting. And that respect? That's the foundation of real attraction. Attraction. So if you ever feel like a woman is losing interest, ask yourself, are you holding your ground, or are you just trying to keep her happy? Women don't fall for men who give them everything. They fall for men who make them earn it. And once you understand this, the entire game of attraction changes. Now, let's talk about another hidden weakness that keeps women chasing, even when they don't realize it. Weakness 3, the thrill of uncertainty. Think about the last time you were hooked on a TV show, a movie, or even a book. What kept you glued to the screen? It wasn't the predictable parts. It was the tension, the mystery, the feeling of not knowing what comes next. Most men don't realize this, but women experience attraction the same way. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to categorize. And once she knows she has you, the chase dies. But if you stay just out of reach, if she can't quite put a label on what you feel for her, that's when her mind starts obsessing over you. Women are drawn to a man who can create uncertainty in a controlled way. They don't want chaos, but they do want someone who keeps them guessing, who keeps their emotions stirred. That's exactly why women fall for men who aren't overly eager to please. Ask yourself this. Do you instantly reply to her messages? Do you constantly tell her how much you like her without letting any tension build? Do you give away all your emotions up front, leaving nothing for her to wonder about? If the answer is yes, then you're probably making it too easy. Now, this doesn't mean you should play childish games or act distant for no reason. But it does mean you should leave space for mystery. Instead of texting back right away, wait. Instead of always telling her exactly how you feel, let her feel it through the tension you create. How you feel. Don't say it right away. Let her wonder. Instead of always being available, make her earn your time. That doesn't make you a bad guy. It makes you valuable. Women crave excitement, adventure, and men who don't give themselves away like a cheap prize. The moment she's unsure about where she stands with you, that's the moment she starts thinking about you nonstop. She starts chasing, and that's when the tables turn. Weakness 4, the magnetic pull of leadership. Most guys believe being nice or agreeable will win a woman's heart. But women don't dream about following a man who follows them. They dream about a man who leads. You see it everywhere. The most desired men in history, whether in films, business, or real life, are the ones who move with purpose. They don't ask for permission to exist. They make decisions, stand by them, and expect others to either follow or be left behind. Women are naturally drawn to this. They may not say it out loud, but a man who knows what he wants and doesn't hesitate to go after it is irresistible. Think about it. Have you ever seen a woman fall head over heels for the guy who always asks, "What do you want to do?" instead of just deciding? Notice how the men who earn respect, both from men and women, are the ones who act with certainty. Have you ever heard a woman say, "I just love a guy who lets me make all the decisions"? No. Exactly. Now, this doesn't mean you should control or dominate her life, but it does mean you should be decisive. Don't ask, "Where do you want to eat?" Instead, say, "We're going here. You'll love it." Don't wait for her to make a move. Take the lead. Don't be afraid to disagree with her. If she respects you, she'll appreciate that you have your own mind. Weak men follow. Strong men lead. And women can feel the difference. The moment she realizes you have direction in life, with or without her, she won't just be interested. She'll be drawn to you in ways she won't even understand. And once she starts looking up to you, that's when you become the kind of man she never wants to lose. Weakness 5, the desire for a man who doesn't need her. Here's the biggest secret of all. Women don't want to be the center of your world. They want to be invited into a world that's already exciting. Most men get this completely wrong. They make a woman their priority too soon. They drop their goals, abandon their ambitions, and start structuring their lives around her. And do you know what happens next? What happens next? She loses interest. Not because she's cruel, not because she wants to hurt you, but because the moment a woman senses she's the only thing driving your happiness, she stops respecting you. Think about it. Why do women obsess over celebrities, athletes, and high achievers? Why do they get hooked on men who clearly have bigger things going on than just a relationship? Why do they chase the man who isn't always available instead of the guy who's always there? It's simple. They want a man with purpose. A woman wants to feel like she's part of something bigger, not like she is the something bigger. When you have a vision, a goal, a life that excites you, with or without her, you become instantly attractive. But the moment you start revolving your entire world around her, you become replaceable. So here's how to make sure that never happens. Keep your mission at the center of your life. Women are drawn to men who are going somewhere. Never cancel your plans just to be available. She respects a man who stands firm in his priorities. Stay unpredictable. Your time is valuable. Make her earn it. The moment a woman sees that you're fulfilled, focused, and thriving on your own, she won't just be attracted to you. She'll feel lucky to be part of your world. Because deep down, every woman wants a man worth chasing. And if you understand these weaknesses, you'll never chase again. She'll chase you. And if you found this video valuable, subscribe to Stoic Guide for more deep insights into psychology, attraction, and mastering the mind. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video, because trust me, the next one might change everything for you. Stay sharp, stay focused, and remember, the strongest man is the one who doesn't need to prove a thing. See you in the next one.